You know, we live in a world that is missing one thing, I believe, and that is love. We have everything, or we think we have everything, and yet we have very little. And that's because we are missing love for ourselves, real love, accepting ourselves for who we are and what we are. Not for who people tell us we are, because we have layers of conditioning on us that we think we're this, or we think we're our job, and we think we're maybe not good enough at something, or we think we're not pretty enough, or we think we're not rich enough. All those things are not loving ourselves, because every single person is a spiritual being, and they are all precious, and they all carry inside in each person there is a treasure stored, a treasure. And I believe we have to get through all the garbage in order to find that treasure. What I would say, people don't know the difference between trash and treasure. And treasure is something that you have to get through all the trash to actually find it. And that treasure is inside in each human being. Anyway, this is a book. I've studied body, mind, and soul. And the one thing that was always paramount in whatever I did was the sense that we should always do something out of love. Louise Hay is somebody that she's a metaphysical teacher. An awful lot of people know. And that means that what we're doing is when we want something out of love, when we want something for the betterment of ourselves or for others, through the emotion of love. And when we focus on that, it will materialize in our world. That's metaphysical. So this is a book I read and I trained and I worked with many, many years ago, because when I was working as a nurse, it was a time where it's drugs and surgery and medicine. It's what I call a cold science, cold. And what I mean by that is there is no emotion. When I say no emotion, I don't mean to say that people don't have emotions. I mean, we were told not to bring our emotions to work. We were not told not to work with our emotions, because when we work with emotions, especially if we're working with people that we care for, we get entangled in their pain. And if you're in somebody's problem, you can't solve their problem. But of course, we only solved it with drugs and surgery. Most of my work was surgery. You can cut out all you like, but you'll still not cut out the pain that's in a person. So working with emotions is terribly important, and that was just part of whatever I did. Even when I was nursing, I worked with my emotions as much as I could by doing the best I could for every patient. Then when I did my therapist, when I did reflexology, I studied the emotions through the feet. I also studied kinesiology, which is studying the emotions, blocked emotions in the muscles. So emotions are terribly, terribly important. So this is something that it's something lovely that's at the back of the book. It's a loving treatment, and I used to say this. Deep at the center of my being, there is an infinite well of love, which there is in every human being. We're not broken. We're not missing love. We're missing the emotion of being allowed to be emotionally connected to ourselves and to others. I now allow this love to flow to the surface. It fills my heart, my body, my mind, my consciousness, my very being, and it radiates out from me in all directions and returns to me multiplied. The more love I use and give, the more I have to give. The supply is endless. The use of love makes me feel good. It is an expression of my inner joy. I love myself, therefore, and that has taken a while. And we're always learning to love ourselves a little bit more. Not selfish love, real love, to appreciate and love every part of our being and body. I take loving care of my body. I lovingly feed it nourishing foods and beverages. I lovingly groom it and dress it, and my body lovingly responds to me with vibrant health and energy. I love myself, therefore I provide for myself a comfortable home, one that fills all my needs and is a pleasure to be in. I fill the rooms with the vibration of love so that all who enter, myself included, will feel this love and be nourished by it. I love myself, therefore I work at a job that I truly enjoy doing, one that uses my creative talents and abilities, working with and for people that I love and that love me, and earning a good income. I love myself, therefore I behave and think in a loving way to all people, for I know that which I give out will return to me multiplied. I only attract loving people in my world, for they are a mirror of what I am. I love myself. I forgive and totally release the past and all past experiences, and I am free. I forgive and totally release the past. I love myself, therefore I live totally in the now, experience each moment as good, and knowing that my future is bright and joyous and secure. For I am a beloved child of the universe, and the universe lovingly takes care of me now and forevermore, and so it is. And our future is bright, and we are going to be taken care of. We just have to become more loving to ourselves, and we have to be able to express our love to others. So it's not in thinking, it's in doing. We have to do good, share our knowledge, and help other people so that they in turn can move into a far better place in their daily life.